viewers, thanks for tuning in. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. You're watching 7 a.m. this morning. Lot of news breaks lined up for you with the next half an hour, starting with one coming from J&K. As forces intensify crackdown on terror, the IGP Kashmir has informed that 2 terrorists prescribed to terror outfit Lashkar, including one Pakistani terrorist whose name has been identified as Tufail, has been neutralized. While the search is still on, we have Zeenat to give us more information. Zeenat, 2 Lashkar terrorists killed in Kupwara. Give us more details.
See, this is, if we talk about the encounters in North Kashmir in less than 12 hours, we are seeing the 3 terrorists neutralized by Jammu and Kashmir police along with Indian Army in North Kashmir alone. The 2 encounters were reported, one from Sopore and another from the Kupwara. Coming to Kupwara, the operation that was launched by the Jammu and Kashmir police. In this encounter, 2 terrorists have been neutralized, out of which one terrorist is Pakistani terrorist identified as Tufail. This operation was launched in the Kandi area and then of Kupwara, and simultaneously we see that another encounter earlier was reported from Sopore of Zalura area of Sopore, where again a Pakistani terrorist was neutralized. With the killing of all these Pakistani terrorists in the last 6 months now, from January till June, we are seeing 28 Pakistani terrorists neutralized in the Kashmir Valley, which is a huge number comparing the number with the last year or the previous years. This number is higher than all these years. 28 Pakistani terrorists in less than 6 months' time. Although the search operation continues in the Kupwara, because there was the input that maybe more terrorists might have been trapped. In fact, in Sopore also the search operation continues because 2 Pakistani terrorists and 1 local yesterday managed their escape because taking advantage of the forest belt. It's a big success for us forces because we see that the neutralization of the Pakistani terrorists have taken place in 2 operations of North Kashmir.
Yes. Thank you so much, Zeenat, for getting us all those details. So 3 terrorists, as Zeenat was pointing out, have been neutralized in the last 12 hours. Moving on, amidst the spate of targeted killings in J&K, the government has sent around 50 buses from Jammu for the Mata Kheer Bhavani Mela as an attempt to encourage Kashmiri Pandits. We have Gursimran joining us live from the very location. Gursimran, good morning. Now, we understand that the J&K administration, the government has sent around 50 buses for the Kashmiri Pandits. Tell us more.
See, right now we are in the Jagti township, which is one of the biggest migrant township of the Kashmiri Pandits, and the buses have lined up here in large numbers. J&K government is sending around 50 buses to Mata Kheer Bhavani, but this time, due to the spate of the recent killings, the turnout is very low, and that's why the people are turning out in very less numbers. I request Sarjeevan to keep showing you the visuals that the buses are almost empty buses. These buses are empty buses as the people resist to turn out for the upcoming upcoming Kheer Bhavani Yatra. Many of the residents who have registered themselves have opted not to go for the Yatra as the turnout remains very low. We'll try to speak to some people what they actually say. Sarjeevan is showing you the visuals that very few people have turned here so that they can go to Mata Kheer Bhavani. And earlier we have also seen this recent spate of killings where the Kashmiri Pandits and the Hindus were targeted by the terrorists. So this is the scenario on ground that the Kashmiri Pandit community is resisting as they haven't gone for the upcoming Amarnath Kheer Bhavani Yatra. मुझे ये बताइए, आप जा रहे हैं?
जी हाँ,
लगातार हम देखा इस बार टर्नआउट काफ़ी कम है, लोग नहीं जा रहे, डर का माहौल है लोगों में?
लगभग उतना तो नहीं वैसे, क्योंकि अपनी प्लेस है, ऐसे ही कोई डर की माहौल की बात नहीं है. हमारे साथ काफ़ी लोग हैं, अपने सारे भाई हैं कम्युनिटी के, तो इसलिए
माँ के दर्शनों के लिए जा रहे हैं.
जी हाँ.
So there are some people who are going for the darshans of Mata Kheer Bhavani to Kashmir Valley, and the adequate security arrangements to have been put in place. It's by 8 that the Divisional Commissioner of Jammu will be flagging off the Yatra for the Mata Kheer Bhavani. Adequate arrangements have been made by the J&K administration to ensure that the Kashmiri Pandits go back to their roots. But this time the turnout is really very low as the civilian killings have put a visible impact on the number of pilgrims, Kashmiri Pandits going to for the Mata Kheer Bhavani Yatra.
All right, Gursimran, thanks for getting us all the latest. So, Gursimran, they're reporting on the Kheer Bhavani Mela, which usually sees a lot of gathering, but this time around, in the backdrop of the spate and killings, there's been less attendance.